Chapter 1. This is how we found her. The city trooper gestured at the woman's body sprawled on the grass behind the dumpster. Nobody's moved the body. We've taken all the photos. A purse was lying 8 feet from the body. No evidence anything was removed. Cash, credit cards, license, phone still inside. Frowning at the expression of terror frozen on the dead woman's face, Inspector Parkins said, "Not a simple theft turned ugly." "No, sir." "When was the body found?" Parkins asked. Consulting his notes out of habit rather than necessity, the policeman said, "A passerby called at 9:15 a.m. Man toting a bag of trash to the dumpster. The dispatcher sent me here immediately, and I called your office when I saw the wound." His face glistening with perspiration, he offered an opinion, "Body's stiff. She's been dead several hours." Looking straight ahead, the officer quoted from the forensic textbook. "Presumed cause of death is a severed carotid artery." Inspector Parkins nodded. "I'll wait for the report from pathology." He crouched on one knee to examine the corpse. Her skin was flaccid and dry. Blood had gushed from her neck, leaving red streaks on her pink shirt. He did not bother to touch the body. The skin temperature would hold no clues in the sultry heat of the Atalanta summer. Parkins grimaced. The irregular gash across her throat was horribly familiar. Glancing at the officer, he noted the name on his badge. "Look at her neck, Trooper Cagle. Seen anything like it before?" With a grunt to acknowledge the inspector's request, Cagle leaned over the body and frowned. "It's strange now you mention it. I didn't notice at first. The cut appears to have been made by a weapon with a serrated edge. I've never seen a knife with serrations that big." He stared at the inspector in alarm and whispered, "What is it?" "Wish I knew." Standing up, Parkins made a fast decision. He warned, "Keep an eye on the streets. I'll file a request for more troopers on night patrol. This death is the second case I've seen in the last 3 weeks with the same type of injury on the neck." He glowered at the startled officer. "We may be looking for a serial killer." "A serial killer," Cagle repeated slowly. He shook his head and murmured, "With that weird slash, it may be time to call in the secret supers." "They're an urban legend," Parkins snapped. The trooper tilted his head and asked, "How long have you been in the city, Inspector?" 6 weeks on Monday, Parkins replied, running his fingers through his thinning hair. His thoughts were elsewhere. He stepped aside and beckoned to the ambulance crew waiting with a stretcher. "Take her to the morgue. I'm ordering an autopsy." Suppressing a shudder, Inspector Parkins guessed what the medical examiner would find. A body drained of blood like the first homicide. Not a normal killer. He could imagine the careful wording of the official police reports, for consumption by the public. Maybe they did need the secret supers. Whoever or whatever they were.